Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Raw review for tonight, Monday, October 19th, 2015, being the final Raw before Hell in a Cell, and being from Dallas, Texas tonight. Now, heading into tonight's Raw with a lot of legends appearing on Raw. You had Ric Flair, Stone Cold, who was initially advertised to be on Raw besides doing the Lesnar podcast. Took up the graphic last week, but he was on tonight. As well as HBK. Needed something big to happen heading towards Hell in a Cell. With WWE faltering in the ratings. With ESPN trying to win back viewers with their involvement with WWE. They needed something big to happen tonight. Especially at the last so-so Walls. Well, same old Wall. Even with a sucky game like the Giants and Eagles, which it's kind of exciting, it's kind of one-sided. Yeah, Giants are losing. Tonight's Raw was just, heading towards Hell in a Cell. It's going to be tough to sell any subscriptions to the network after this. It's just me, or you have three six-man tags tonight in each hour of Raw. Plus, one is going to happen again at Hell in a Cell with the kickoff show match changed. I'll get to that in a second. And as you see with my subtitle, we had a reunion of a famous team, which was kind of unnecessary, being the way they booked it with this reunion. It's like, should never have been the match anyway. Should have just been a regular 2-on-2. Or even a handicap, not making a 3-on-3. So a lot of head scratching on one tonight. And all the bad guys won most of the matches. That's what I noticed too. So it's just, okay, Wall tonight. Heading towards Town of South. You need some redeeming points on that pay-per-view. At least Lesnar and Austin's podcast, I'm going to watch that after this review. Can't wait for that. So we kick off Raw with, I mentioned, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kind of is, and also it's just me, or we have each legend kick off an hour. We had Austin kick off the first hour, talking about being in Dallas and introducing the Undertaker. It's going to be interesting to have the Taker Lesnar segment first. I was like, okay, maybe they're trying to get viewers early. Trying to make them to stay on. Well, that plan didn't work out. Because that's what was just okay. So Taker came out, talking about how the whole thing started when Lesnar beat Taker in Mania last year. Though the streak coming to an end. And taking Lesnar straight to hell this Sunday as they face off in Hell in a Cell for the second time. Knowing WWE, they would never tell you that they faced off once before and Lesnar's won. And this shall be the final time they're going to face off. That's what they're saying. So as Taker's ready to talk about taking Lesnar to hell, here comes Brock Lesnar, along with his advocate, Paul Heyman, once again delivering a good promo. Of everything that we needed to do to sell the card tonight, one promo from Heyman trying to sell the entire card. Because WWE tried to hype up their own card by doing stuff on the show tonight, which didn't do much. But Heyman's promo sold the pay-per-view more than anything WWE did tonight. Because Heyman, just one promo from Heyman can make up for anything WWE does on a regular basis. Heading towards the pay-per-view, it's like, WWE needs to hype up a pay-per-view. They can't do it, but Paul Heyman can't hype it up himself. Just to sell subscriptions for that one match between Taker and Lesnar. Saying that Taker's got nothing to lose. He's a man with nothing to lose. He was like, my client Brock Lesnar ended your streak. And he got jilted at SummerSlam. He wants to revenge. Basically, it's revenge. Taker wants full-on revenge on Lesnar and get a clean victory. And not disputed or controversial like at SummerSlam. That set up this third encounter in their current saga of matches. And Lesnar wants revenge because of that ill-disputed victory from Taker at SummerSlam. And I was surprised by the SummerSlam match. I thought, oh, here we go again. What's the Mania match all over again? Boring. But it wasn't that bad. It was more exciting than the Mania match. And now that they're in Hell in a Cell, I expect a brawl. At least make up for war. Anyway, we almost had a brawl. Taker wanted Lesnar in the ring. And we see what Lesnar always does on a wall before pay-per-view. Tease a fight but don't come through. Gets on the ropes with Heyman begging him to get off the ropes. Didn't want any physical confrontation with Taker. Save it for Sunday. Jumped off, walked off. So we had no brawl tonight. We've had one brawl between those two before, heading towards SummerSlam. So it is kind of smart to save the brawl for Hell in a Cell on that side of the story. So after that, the first of the 3 6-man tags would open up walls in ring action as John Cena would team up with the Dudleys against the New Day. The New Day would take on the Dudleys this Sunday with the tag team titles, while John Cena, we didn't know what role he would have in Hell in a Cell, especially with all the rumors flying about him taking a break following Hell in a Cell. Well, we found out tonight he's going to be in an open challenge on Sunday. Now, speculation is going to be the debut of Tyler Breeze from NXT coming in, and possibly beating Cena for the US Championship because he's going away. Now, as much as I would love to see Tyler Breeze win the championship from Cena and get a great debut out of him, especially after being booked in NXT kind of bad lately, I would love to say that's about to go to Dolph Ziggler, who had a great match against Cena last week, and I thought they were heading in that direction of having a Cena-Ziggler feud for Hell in a Cell. But I'll say this. If Ziggler's the one to enter the open challenge Sunday, why even make it an open challenge? It should have been flat out Cena and Ziggler. Because the only reason they would have the open challenge is for something like this to happen. For a debut. Or a return to happen. Not just, we're just disguising it as a Ziggler-Cena match. Just make it open challenge. Should be just Cena-Ziggler. Not make it open challenge. But there's gotta be a purpose to having an open challenge instead of a regular match between Cena and Ziggler. Something needs to happen in an open challenge. Like I said, a possible debut of Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. Now we had a 6-man tag between these guys, and the New Day's looking strong lately. Despite their demeanic side being shown, they're still a charming heel that they are. Especially the fun promo again tonight. Without the trombone because it was smashed. So the fun 6-man tag opened up Raw. Like I said, all the weird things that happened on Raw tonight was just like okay action, especially from this fun little 6-man tag. New Day looking dominant. Isolating Cena in the corner. Been having the matches with Cena lately, with Kofi and Big E, Xavier and Big E getting title matches against Cena. And not Kofi, not getting the trifecta, having all 3 members of New Day except Cena's open challenge. So after the isolation on Cena with the double team, triple team after the initial fury from Cena and the Dudleys, Cena got isolated, and Big E and the New Day took advantage of some nasty moves in the corner with some big slams. But then Cena had an opening. Following in there with a belly to belly from Big E. He got in the corner, tagged in Devon, and came in like a house of fire, trying to rally his team, getting the hot tag. But then Cena got tossed over the top rope. Billy Ray got involved. He got taken out. And with Devon distracted from his partners being laid out, he got rolled up by Xavier. 1-2-3 victory for the New Day. But New Day wasn't celebrating for long, as the Dudleys and Cena came back into the ring, taking out everybody until leaving Xavier prone to a Dudley's attack and went through a table. Again. Right in the original WWE, making Xavier go through a table again. 3 times in the last month, Xavier's been the one to go through the table. Maybe it's been more than 3 times, but I've been seeing it, Night of Champions, the MSG special, and the Raw tonight. But in this specific instance of seeing Xavier through a table, may have served a purpose. I said this on a previous review, when the Dudleys got signed to team up against the New Day for the tag team titles again at Hell in a Cell. I was like, they need to add a stipulation to the match. Since Xavier has been a big part of the disqualifications during both the title matches between Dudleys and New Day at both Night of Champions and the MSG special. And both endings were similar to the T, with Xavier being the one that cost Dudley's the match. So since WWE's not adding a stipulation, whether it's banning Xavier from the ringside area or even better making a tables match, But knowing WWE's TVPG, they won't fucking do that. They don't have the fucking balls. Like, they don't have the balls to push this all more. Don't have the balls to push Ambrose more. Don't have the balls to push Nevermore. I think I said that on last week's review about the people that should be booked better. You know? But WWE's booking lately. So WWE's like, if WWE's not going to add a stipulation for us, we're going to make it for them by taking out Xavier ourselves. So it could be a storyline way of writing out Xavier from being involved in the match this Sunday in the corner of Big E and Kofi, who are assuming will be the ones to fight the Dudleys. Now, speaking of storyline ways to get out of Hell in a Cell matches, last week it was named that Randy Orton was going to team up with Dean Ambrose against the Wyatt families, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. I didn't realize until after all it was the pre-show match. Wow. Having Dean Ambrose on the pre-show match and Orton, two main event guys on the pre-show match, was like, what the fuck? I think they realized it too. I think WWE was like, wait a minute, we're going to have these guys in the pre-show match. Let's make up a storyline. Orton got attacked. The pre-match show is canceled. We got another one later. We match from tonight's Raw. That's the problem with WWE these days. The same guys face off every fucking week. Same matches every fucking week. Same guys feuding. I've always said this, that feuding is a lost art. Because we want feuds not to last long. We like feuds to end quickly. We like them to end quickly because WWE's booking sucks. You know, like NXT's booking makes us like lengthy feuds. But Ring of Honor's booking makes us like lengthy feuds. But WWE's booking makes us want to say, end this fucking shit quickly. So there you go. With Orton's storyline out, and another member of the Wyatt's out, and someone, I'll get to that in a second, but WWE logic, but not explaining things, but why is Warren back in the Wyatts? Anyway, on to our next matchup. Not a 6-man, or 6-team up, we had a regular tag. Team Bands, Tamina's buddies, Sasha Banks, and Naomi, took on Team Bellas, Nikki, and Foxy, Alicia Fox. These are Divas tag. Of course, the people are still chanting, we want Sasha. The only good thing Dallas was tonight. Most of the night, I was saying, are we in Dallas or are we in Corpus Christi? I've always said that one of the worst crowds ever is Corpus Christi. At least Dallas is kind of better than Corpus Christi, but not by much. So, the fans are chanting for Naomi. I love Naomi. But Sasha Banks is the shit right now. Hello? The Indie Cowboys on the more. You know? She's in a bad place right now. You know? It's like all the teams are breaking up. You know, Team PCB's breaking up. Team Bad needs to break up. And have Sasha break out. You know, she needs to break out after that great match against Bayley again 2 weeks ago at the NXT TakeOver Respect, which was amazing. The epic Iron Woman match. I'll never call it Iron Man. It's Iron Woman. Get it right, WWE. Get it right. So, the chance for Sasha Banks, she got in the match a little bit and got some good shots in until they tagged Naomi. I love Naomi, but she's kind of getting lost in the shuffle too. But it's Sasha's time. Sasha's time. But as Naomi got tagged in, she was going for the rack attack. Nikki was. After the cheap shot to Sasha from Nikki, taking advantage, trying to attempt the rack attack, but Naomi got out of it until she got nailed in the groin. Setting up the second attempt at the rack attack for Nikki. That attempt was correct on the money. 1-2-3 victory for Nikki Bella. Getting herself momentum heading towards Hell in a Cell title rematch against Charlotte, which sadly will remain 1-on-1. I thought they were going to add Sasha in. But I said this a few weeks ago as well. They need to make Sasha and Charlotte feud for the title. I hope Charlotte wins Sunday. Despite the booking of Charlotte as champion thus far, worse than Seth Rollins booking as champion. At least make the way that they can rebound Charlotte's booking, make her win over Nikki Bella, and start a feud with Sasha. I've said this last couple weeks on my reviews. They need to make Charlotte and Sasha for the Divas title happen. If they want this Diva Revolution to happen on the main roster, they gotta have Charlotte feud and don't let it fucking drag. And have it be exciting every week to see these two wrestle. Because I've said about lengthy feuds and stuff, NXT makes you like to see lengthy feuds like Charlotte and Sasha. I've said about these two. I'll never get sick and tired of seeing them wrestle each other because they put on great matches every time I've seen them. whether it's on TV or live, because I saw a wrestler in an NXT live event back in June, which was amazing. So they really want to show off the Divas Revolution, have Charlotte and Sasha feud for the Divas Championship, make that happen. I sound like a broken record every week, but make that happen, WWE. At least after Nikki loses again. And this whole Net Bella thing go away, and have Charlotte and Sasha feud for the title like they should be on the main roster. And really show what the Divas Revolution's all about. So then we got the whole Kane thing. Corporate Kane was suspended tonight because of what happened last week with putting Demon Kane in the Lumberjack match after Corporate Kane was taken out of the match. And Corporate Kane won. I said this, that the logic is, if you see Seth Rollins' opponent win on Raw, he won't win in the pay-per-view. And I thought we were going to see Demon Kane tonight because we didn't see Corporate, but we didn't see either Kanes tonight. Kind of weird because it's, one of the main matches. So instead of seeing Kane, we got Seth Rollins being involved in 2 matches tonight. The first of which came after he had a promo against Shawn Michaels. When he the Shawn Michaels to kick off the second hour of Raw. So he came out saying he's Shawn Michaels number 2. And that's the thing. People need to be their own people. Don't think about replicating other people. That's what got the Ascension in trouble, saying, oh, we're LOD 2.0. Well, that got you nowhere. You're stuck in the main card and not going anywhere, Ascension. They're rebooking. Telling you, oh, compare yourselves to LOD. That'll give you over. Not! They'll bury your asses. Once again, I said that last week about NXT people transitioning to the main roster and not doing so well because of fucking booking. Fire Russo. Wait a minute, it doesn't work there. Anyway. Fire Vince. And Triple H won like he does NXT and does so fucking well with it. So, we had Rollins taking on Ryback. Now, we had these 2 wrestle a few weeks ago when he had the feud with Sting. When Sting cost the match with the whole statue thing, making Sting look bad. Booking once again. So, this week we had Rollins against Ryback again. And this time, Rollins actually won. Yay, Rollins finally wins the match. He lost against Kane last week, and now he wins again against Ryback, who kind of needs momentum. He takes on Kevin Owens Sunday for the IC Championship. At least Owens has a fucking title. So it was okay, a little squash. Ryback looking good early on. Having a little brawl on the outside. But then Rollins took advantage by nailing Ryback against the announce table. But Ryback came back with some big moves. Including a tilt-a-wall slam, but then he got nailed in the gut against Rollins' foot, setting up the pedigree and the 1-2-3 victory for the WWE Champion, Seth Rollins. Of course, that would have been the only match it would be in tonight. Following the whole announcement of Randy Orton not being able to make Hell in a Cell because of this storyline injury that he suffered, we have no clear explanation whether it's storyline or not. The Ambos wanted a shot against all the Riot members, specifically the ones he was supposed to face, Strowman and Harper. We didn't see Harper. We saw Eric Warren, who came back. He's been injured for a while. Now they had to do a double take. I thought that was Harper, and then I was like, wait a minute, Eric Warren's back? WWE logic for you, they don't explain anything. Kind of like they still haven't explained why Brie Bella she teamed up with Nikki to screw AJ in Survivor Series. When Brie was Nikki's assistant for a month. They didn't fully explain that pretty well. And it's been a year. They still haven't explained that to us. Like they're probably not going to ever explain why Eric Warren just magically appeared back with the Wyatt family. So anyway, with those 3 involved, and with the match canceled between Owen and Ambrose against the Wyatts, like I said, Ambrose won of the night. So we had Roman involved. Duh! Who else was he on a team with? And then Rollins got coaxed into the match by Shawn Michaels. We had a little bit of a Sheild reunion tonight. I said in the beginning of the video. In the end, kind of unnecessary. Now on to our next matchup, which is the new kickoff match. We get to see this match twice. Sheamus, King Barrett, And Rusev taking on Dolph Ziggler, who went from Wrestling Cena last week for the US Championship to Wrestling Rusev again. WWE booking for you. Inconsistencies. As Dolph Ziggler will take on another man floundering. Two men who are floundering. Neville and Cesaro. At least the match tonight wasn't as stupid as last week when Cesaro and Neville took on Barrett and Sheamus in that stupid tag match that was stupid ending, silly short. At least this match was not as short as that one. For being the second six-man tag tonight. Okay. You never get to see this match again. At least it's better than seeing Big Show Mark Henry 1,000 times. There's only positives. It could be worse. We could see Big Show and Mark Henry fight again. So we saw some great high-flying offense from the faces. Neville and Cesaro and Ziggler. Especially Neville doing some big moves. Flying around. I like when he did off the top rope, even though he kind of hit Cesaro in the atrium. That was near the end of the match. And then there were some botches. I think Ziggler nailed a half-ass famouser on Barrett. So it was kind of a fun match. You know, I'm glad Rusev and Ziggler didn't collide that much in the match. With Rusev getting punished with this whole Against Lana thing, kind of ruining the storyline they were building with him and Summer Rae. He's kind of getting punished for it. That's why he's been losing a lot, even though his team kind of won tonight. Despite Ziggler looking good with some big moves. Trying to go for the famous again, going for zigzag as well. Moves is all taken out by Neville's high-flying move. Sheamus was on the outside after being taken out. Delivers a bro kick from the floor to Ziggler. Enabling Barrett to nail 1-2-3 victory for his team. After Barrett kind of helped Sheamus win last week by delivering the bull hammer to Neville to assist Sheamus. Sheamus returned the favor, bro kicking Ziggler to get the victory for Barrett and his team. And as I mentioned, we'll probably see these guys face off again. And we'll probably see the babyfaces win this time. So there you go with that. Fun little six-man tag. But I think Cesaro, like I said, Cesaro, like all three of those guys, Cesaro, Neville, and Ziggler need to be booked a lot better. It's kind of interesting that they didn't want Randy Orton in the pre-show, yet they're having these guys be on the pre-show when they should be a main card. But hey, there's a lot going on. When they should be pushing young talent, they still book people like Taker and Lesnar. I love Taker and Lesnar, but they're part-timers now. You know, they need to book people who are there every week. And push people who are there every week and need to get a good rub on them. Especially like people like Neville, Cesaro, and Ziggler. WWE's like the Detroit Lions sometimes. They frustrate you. They do one good thing and fuck it up. At least the Lions win. At least the Lions won finally. They're not going to go 0-16. May go 1-15, but we shall see. Anyway, after that match, we have Charlotte against Brie Bella. Because Charlotte needs momentum going into Hell in a Cell, especially she's lost. I've kind of alluded to earlier about Charlotte in the way she's being booked as champion. Having Paige turn on her the night after, losing a match right after that, and she's been losing a lot of matches as champion the last couple of weeks with this whole Natalya thing. Feuding with Paige. This whole Paige slow burn heel is getting annoying. Is she going to be full on heel or what? Stop fucking teasing us. Make up your fucking mind. Paige changes her mind like a girl changes clothes. Oh, wait. And she PMSs like a bitch. I would know. Hey, I'm a guy, you know. But I'm a disc jockey who has to listen to so many music to stay in tune with the current times. That's why I'm singing a Katy Perry song. And I'm wearing a Green Day shirt. That's my variety, people. That's why I'm a disc jockey. I like so many music. So much genres of music. I gotta be attuned to every genre. That's why I'm wearing a Green Day shirt, but make a Katy Perry reference. So anyway. With Team Bella at ringside, Foxy and Nikki. And only one member of PCB left, mostly CB. The Becky. Charlotte tried to gain momentum against Brie in a decent little Divas match. Some decent moves from her, big clotheslines. Then Brie came flying back after a distraction from her sister, grabbing the Divas Championship and taunting it to Charlotte, saying, "This is going to be mine again." Hopefully not. But then, boom. Brie came in with some big moves, including a sleeper and copying or taking her husband's kicks. With people saying, "No, no," when she did her kicks. But then after that, her foot got caught when she went to the round too often. Led to the delay and a spear and the figure eight from Charlotte. And she finally wins the match as champion. Yay, she finally wins. Making Brie tap out. And staring down Nikki Bella. Hopefully, like I said, that feud ends. We finally see Charlotte Sasha feud. They really want to make this Divas Revolution work? Make it happen. And then we had that Paige thing. That the whole Renee Young interaction. With Renee Young kind of putting on a journalist hat, trying to interrogate Paige about the attack on Natalya on SmackDown, which I don't watch because I don't watch SmackDown. And she Paige compared compared Renee Young to Aaron Andrews. Like a poor man Aaron Andrews. Ooh, burn! So, it's kind of a weird promo there. Next up, we have Mark Henry against Kevin Owens. I was like, don't let me Big Show again. I was like, yeah, it's Kevin Owens. Trying to get himself momentum heading towards his match against Mr. Ryback. Now, having a match against Mark Henry's tough, especially with his limited mobility. But I think Kevin Owens did the best he could with it. With Mark Henry trying to use his strength and advantage. Like, he is bigger than Kevin Owens. He proved he can stand up toe-to-toe with the world's strongest man. Some big splash moves. The cannonball splash, big corner moves, big kicks. Going for the big moves, including senton. But then Henry was trying to get back in the game. After sending Owens in a turnbuckle, he ate a big kick. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we saw Kevin Owens powerbomb Mark Henry. I'll give him credit for that. He nailed it, and he didn't half-ass it like Ziggler's half-ass famous sir did Wade Barrett in that 6-man tag tonight. Owens nailed that powerbomb perfectly. He didn't botch it. 1-2-3 victory for Kevin Owens. It's been a lot of squashes lately. First he was squashing the Lucha Dragons, who are floundering, like I mentioned. And then we see Mark Henry taken out by Owens. But Owens wasn't celebrating for long as Ryback came out and delivered a powerbomb of his own to the Intercontinental Champion. So there you go. So I'll give Owens credit for at least standing up toe-to-toe with Mark Henry, having a decent match with them, and having the gall to take Henry for the powerbomb and nailing it. So that was awesome to see that. Hey, if Cena can F you, Mark Henry, Kevin Owens can powerbomb him. So on to our main event. The Wyatts. Luke Harper gone. I heard lots of speculation about him being punished by having a fault with him breaking kayfabe with people he's feuding with. Kind of like Lana and Rusev getting punished for breaking kayfabe themselves by announcing their engagement on TMZ. But he had personal reasons. So we had, once again, like I mentioned earlier, Warwick coming back magically with no explanation at all. Teaming up with Strowman and Bray against, yes, you heard it right, the Sheild. Seth Rollins being coaxed into the match with Roman and Ambrose. Now, that'll be kind of cool, trying to see these guys try to patch the differences up, at least for this one match. But I talk about Rollins' booking as champion, making him look like a fraidy cat. This match did him no fucking favors. Like that promo from Roman last week did him no favors. But tonight he had a promo better than last week, but the fans were adding up by saying what like they did in Chicago last week. He wasn't fumbling like last week. I'll give him credit for at least redeeming himself kind of promo-wise. So we had this main event, and it should have just been a regular tag match or even a handicap match because Rollins' involvement was just it wasn't necessary. You know, just the novelty of Sheild against Wyatt family again was like, yeah, we're going to see these two teams face off again. Because the match in the Elimination Chamber last year with Harper instead of Strowman was amazing. You know, just the novelty of seeing the Sheild again, especially against Wyatt, just the novelty was selling it. But it wasn't necessary in the end because Rollins' involvement was not much. He started the match and quickly tagged in Ambrose to get isolated in the corner by the Wyatts. So Ambrose trying to go for a tag, but Roman was kicking out. So that left Rollins, we only got to tag in. And I kind of smelled this from a mile away. That Rollins was inching for the tag. And as Ambrose got closer, jump back, leave him high and dry like he did a year ago. When he turned on him in the beginning. In the first place, to join the Authority. So then with Rollins walking out, and like I said, his involvement was unnecessary. You know, like I said, once again, just the novelty of seeing the Sheild together was cool, but in the end, it should have just been a regular tag. In the end. So then, after doing the big clothesline, here comes Reigns getting back up, and he get the tag in. Who took out everybody, delivering the drive-by to Roman, almost sound the same. Then he got his hands all over Britt, brawling on the outside until Strowman got involved. And got Roman back in the ring, delivering this bear hug choke finisher. When Roman locked in, I thought, okay, Roman's going to lose. But then we saw Ambrose grab a candlestick, nailed Strowman with it, causing it disqualification. But then, like, the moment, it was kind of a novelty, funny moment. Strowman just took the candlestick, breaking it in half like nobody's business. So then the brawl was on after the match, with Roman doing a big fly moon on everybody. You know, the post-match brawl was exciting. I'll give it credit. The post-match brawl was kind of exciting with everybody brawling, with the Wyatts being taken out of the ring to set up Roman flying off the top rope. We've seen Roman fly before, but that was a cool fly move from him. With the fans chanting, "This is awesome." It was kind of awesome. Setting up the spear and Superman punch on Rowan to end the night. So there you go. After he speared Wyatt, and he Superman punched and speared. It was kind of weird when Reigns speared Wyatt. Roman just appeared out of nowhere, like he did tonight. He just appeared out of nowhere. He got nailed in that spear too, because he came from the back. He got nailed, and Bray got speared. But Roman got his own proper spear to end the night off. So there you go. With Ambrose and Reigns standing tall, and this match doing Rollins no favors, heading towards Hell in a Cell. Yeah, he won a match against Ryback, but he looked like a fraidy cat, not wanting to step, because the way he got out of the match was stupid too. Like he was itching for the tag, and then he just jumped and faked the knee injury to get out of it. Ugh. I've been talking about Rollins is booking as champion. I thought winning at Mania was a good thing. I thought he was going to be a breakout star, but he's not breaking out because the booking is fucking him up. He's getting overshadowed by people. You know, like the matches against, like, he's in the foreground. You know, every pay-per-view match, everyone's outshining him. There's been a bigger headline than him. Battleground. No one was saying, oh, Rollins retained his title. Everyone's saying, Taker came back during the match to set up the match between him and Lesnar at SummerSlam. And at SummerSlam, no one was talking about, oh, Rollins won his title still over Cena. Everyone was talking about, he won with help from Jon Stewart. And last month, Night of Champions, no one was talking about, yay, Rollins at least won one of his matches at Night of Champions. Everyone was saying, oh, he lost one and Sting got injured. So he's an afterthought. His booking is making him look like a fucking afterthought. You know, inconsistencies, you know. So I'm a fan mostly of NXT, who is doing better booking than the main roster. I wish main roster could just learn from NXT and be like NXT. And be 2 hours again, not 3 hours. 3 hours is too long now. Like when it's 3 hours, the novelty, when it used to be like once a Blue Moon have a 3-hour Raw? Fine, but having it 3 hours every week? It's taking its fucking toll. Big time. We're seeing it again tonight. So there you go. That is it for my Raw review tonight. Thank you very much for braving with us through this treacherous Trump as we head towards Hell in a Cell on Sunday. Hopefully with the weird booking, Hell in a Cell could kind of pay off to something. We shall see. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. See you later.